Hey guys, welcome to Nuance. I'm Ian. We are back with more Young Justice. Last episode, Fate got bodied. His helmet's busted up a bit. Really worried that we're gonna lose Atara. I mean, I feel like we can't not lose him now with that kind of a statement that he ended off with, and the kind of emotional, going through his story, his life. Not sure what's going on with Klarion. Not sure what he wants. I was kind of hoping that he was gonna save Connor, but I'm still holding out hope. Just not sure what that route's gonna be. Yeah, just hurry up.
The Earth had been shattered by the witch girl's chaos, and so
Vandal.
there is work to do.
Now you two can team up.
Out of the question. The witch boy cannot be trusted.
Agreed. But right now, you need each other.
Look, I don't like it any better than you, Nap Booby. But Child has the backing of the Chaos Lords, so we don't got a lot of choice here.
Nabu, you know it's true. When this is over, we will get you back to your proper time. I promise.
After Klarion did this to these kids, are we seriously gonna trust him not to stab us in the back?
I can hear you.
Not even a little bit. But right now, we have no choice.
I can still hear you.
Which doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready for whatever he might do.
You're inside me. I can hear everything.
God dang it. Shut up, Klarion.
You are to blame. Your alliance with Darkseid has evolved Earth into a significant front in the war between order and chaos.
No, all it needs is a name.
All she needs is a name.
I guess you could name her after your old cat.
Please, you have no imagination. New cat, new name. Something totally original. I've got it. I'll call her Tico.
But that was...
Don't.
Take it, Tico.
That is not sufficient.
She's a little kitty, you big bully. She just needs a boost.
Oh, hello.
This can only end one way, child.
Yeah, with me laughing my ass on.
That's it, Mary. Take it in. Slow and steady.
Oh.
Well, that's not right.
Now call it, while she's distracted.
Whoa.
Peekaboo.
Jesus. Stop her. Kill the ice thing.
With a final conflict between Apocalypse and Earth, wherein if Earth falls, the anti-life equation reigns supreme. Chaos will virtually cease to exist, rendering order moot. For what is order without chaos? The Lords of Order agree to your proposal. Chaos also agrees. The child will no longer have our support, but we shall not withdraw her. Let the scales balance
I
themselves.
mean, yeah, that's helpful.
It will suffice.
Very helpful.
I still have more than enough power stored up to eliminate the likes of all of you. Burn.
Julius!
Burn, 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 burn!
Ha! Pathetic! I'm okay. Long as Kitty's safe.
The kitty is not safe! None of you are safe!
Guys.
Mary, stop! You're draining the life force from us! From everything!
I came 9,000 kilometers to see you.
I didn't ask you to.
Why not? I've been calling and texting. All you had to do was pick up your phone and... What are these?
Nothing. It's something to help me sleep.
Something to help you check out, you mean?
I don't need help.
Garfield, I love you. But I don't do breaks. If you won't let me help you, and if you won't help yourself, I won't stand by and watch you self-destruct.
Noted. There's the door, Your Majesty.
Hey! You're pretty powerful, aren't you? With only the tiniest of flaws. Be a real bummer if that one tiny little crack were to spread. Real bad luck. BTM Incremento!
Oops, there's the feather.
No, wait! I can fix it! Dang it!
Ah! Bye-bye, child! Good riddance to bad robots! Rubbish! Rubbish! You know I meant rubbish! Wow, that left a mark. Still, I kinda like it. I feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
You cannot be serious! We all fought side by side. Why are they getting rewarded and I'm not?
It's not a reward. It's more like a curse. And in any case, you're just not ready. You're too much like him. He needs hosts who can balance out his less humane impulses.
I'm not humane!
I didn't mean that. But the fact is, you are attracted to power, and you're not careful about where that power comes from. I propose that Naboo alternate host bodies between my father, Khalid, Tracy, and myself. Each wears the helmet for a week before handing it off to the next in line, keeping Fate's host fresh and healthy at all times.
The notion has logic and potential, and we have learned to trust your mentor's judgment.
Mary, please try to understand.
Send me home! Fawcett City, now!
Oh, Dad.
No, absolutely not. I put on the helmet to save you from this curse. Do you honestly believe I'd let you take it on now? Absurd!
You put on the helmet to save 14-year-old me. But I'm 24 now, Dad. And you are missing my entire life. Not to mention your own.
I need to know, was this your plan all along? Did you take on protégés with the express purpose of using us to liberate your father?
I want to be clear. You do not have to do this. But you're 18. You can make your own decisions.
I'm in.
Bismillah. And thus, balance is restored.
Why do you tell us what we already know?
I tell you what you need to know.
Save your musings.
The inciting incident was no act of chaos or even of order.
Come on now. Don't let a little constructive criticism get you down. You're all doing great. In fact,
it was the mere contemplation
best students.
of an act of love.
I made my father disappear 10 years ago. My greatest act of prestidigitation was bringing him back. Wait, I want to know what they went through.
Are they gonna see Connor?
Go some Riad in Rouge. Connor's spirit. His ghost. And he wasn't at rest.
Wait, his ghost?
He needs help.
Wait, what? Ghost?
We're here to talk about your 10 years, Giovanni, not mine.
Oh, there isn't much to say. My faith in God and my love for my daughter got me through the
long night?
The long night.
Jesus Christ.
I understand your grief. These so-called heroes, your so-called friends. Say it, child. Say the word. You know you want to. Shazam.
That wasn't like the body that she turned into, like the voice of that, or was it? It didn't sound the same. Something else was talking to her. I can't do it based on voices because, unfortunately, I mean, not fortunately, but like, you know, if it is somebody I would know that I might have seen in another animated show, there would be a different voice behind it, so that doesn't help. And I can't think of who it could be. It could be Xerxes? Not Xerxes, I'm sorry. Cersei? She could be behind it. It's the only evil, like, sorceress I can think of on the top of my head. But, okay, first off, there's so much. His ghost? What? Like, is he dead? Is he dead? Or is it like, is it like, you know, it's, you know, like Phantom Zone thing? Like, we can bring him back, right? Like, please tell me that's just a way for us to bring him back. That's, or is this like he needs to be put to rest so that he's not at rest because, you know, the source of what caused the destruction is still out there. And then once they deal with that, he'll be put to rest, and then, God, I don't want that to be the case. Come on. We can get him back, right? We'll see what happens. Maybe it's just a Phantom Zone thing, and that's just what she felt. Who knows? But, so we have hope right now. And then poor Giovanni. I forgot his name is Giovanni, the Tara. At long last, he's effectively free. Like, he'll get the helmet back. Will he get that? Does he get the helmet back? Like, is he in that cycle, or is it just the three? Tracy, Khaled, and Zatanna. Is it just those three? Nope. I think it's supposed to be, because he's, you know, they're young and strong. He's still strong, but he's, you know, aging, and I think that it's been draining his life. Because, I mean, Dinah, it's just been 10 years, and he's like shock white hair. Like, that thing is sapping his life force. He even stated that he was gonna he'd use the last of his life force to like help Fate survive. Dr. Fate survive. So like, obviously it's using his life force to create the insane amount of power that it gives. But like, if he's just like 100% free, he's no longer has to deal with it at all. Oh my God. Like, all of that, just, you know, he had been surviving that, and then to finally just have that weight lifted off, and the flood of it, you know, just everything that you were dealing with, that you were dealing with, and not, you know, being distant from everybody, being kept away. And now you have your life back. Like, well, yeah, you basically have your life back. I mean, you still have those 10 years you lost, and then, the life. Like, however much life you had to live beforehand is also been sapped away. We don't know how much time he has left, but he still looks pretty strong. Like, doesn't look like he's gonna die any day, but definitely looks like much older than he should be. That was heartbreaking, him breaking down like that. Does Fate sleep? Does Dr. Fate sleep? He's just alone all the time. But I'm glad that he's finally free and that he can finally be with his daughter. Going back, Vandal was able to convince the Lords of Chaos to pull back their support. And then Order was like, yeah, well, we'll allow for this to go down, I guess. That definitely helped. She was still kind of hurting us a bit. But luckily, it can't be. There still has to be a bit of balance. Like the amount of as destructive or indestructible as Flaw kind of was, it had an Achilles heel, which I was wondering about. I'm wondering how evident would it actually be in that situation, in that world, we can see it pretty relatively clearly, but it's like diamond or something, so it's not like it's that color. It's just made to look like that color so that it's more visible in a cartoon form, but it's a little more clear used in some senses. Like there's gonna be some element of white, or I can't think of the right word, but it's not 100% transparent. But still, how evident would that crack be? And the fact that Tracy was able to spot it, luckily with her ability that's kind of sort of stemming from bad luck in a sense, definitely helped and just got rid of her. So that's the thing with Achilles heel, and the helmet though, it's indestructible except for that one thing. If you're nicked there, that's it. So that worked out. And luckily the thing was already charging at them, so it was just a direct shot. It wasn't trying to protect her or anything, it was just heading towards them. And Klarion just has a giant hole in his body now. He's not gonna heal, he's just letting new Teakle just kind of rest his body. That freaking Klarion. I hate him, but there are moments that get me. He's a terrible, Lord of Chaos. But whenever they were talking about him and Tracy, I think it was Tracy, and Zatanna, talking about him, he's I can hear you. You're literally inside me. I can hear everything. When they found the cat, he's you have no imagination. I'm not gonna name him the same thing. I'll name him, and he names her the same thing. He's boy, he's no, just don't even bother. There are moments where he gets me. But man, he is the worst. So I was for a second, whenever the bus came in to where they were, I didn't even think about it. As the kids were stepping out, I was wait a second. They're not in their own time. I forgot, because the friggin', what's his name? At the time of them, where they were, where they originally came from, Dr. Fate was part of the Justice Society. I completely forgot about it when he's when did he join the Justice League? He's what do you mean? Oh yeah. And the kids had been away from their parents. I mean, for them it hadn't been that long. It's been a few hours or something like that. I forgot what he had said. It felt like a few hours. They jumped forward 10 years because of Klarion. And I kind of like how they did that. That was kind of cool seeing little glimpses of past seasons. But luckily they were able to send them back. I thought it was kind of cool whenever the way Clarion's power was a teleport thing, and then all of a sudden right afterwards Fate shows that his Ankh, came up and brought the bus back. But luckily they're fine. The poor girl's been holding it in for hours. Or I don't know who knows how long. And yeah, they talked to Dinah, which is really cool. That they were they're from the same time, but they were hey, the Tana from the future gave us this, blah blah blah. We have some information that kind of proves that in a way. And then when it came to the present Dinah, she was oh wait, I remember these things happening. This poor Presena was I thought they were gonna be stuck there. I was are they those poor parents? They're for them, they've all those parents lost their kids for 10 years. If they showed up there, that would have been devastating. But luckily they went back. Oh yeah, there's the bit, man. McGann needs to hurry up and get back, dude, and he needs to help Gar. Connor needs to show back up. This is what we need, Connor. Because Gar's unfortunately going down, he's going downhill real bad. He's pushed away the team, he's pushed away, his job, and he's pushed Berdito away. I feel so terrible. Like, she really, cares for the kid, and then she flew 9,000. No, how much? Some amount of kilometers, 900,000 miles. I forgot what she said. She flew far away just to see him and to help him out. And his response is, "I didn't ask you to do that." Like, dude, come on. But I mean, he's going through it. But it's like, this is unfortunate. Is like, this is the. Like, I understand why he's acting the way he is, but it still sucks that he's messing these relationships up. I mean, I'm hoping that gets worked out. Or like at the very least that they could be repair their relationship and just at least be friends if nothing else. But like, he needs help somehow. For more than one reason, for multiple reasons, we need Connor back. Mainly because I want him back. Again, they were about to get married. That's bull crap. You can't do that, DC. You do that crap all the time. Come on, let them have a happy moment. And then, of course, Connor's going downhill right now. Him coming back would help, maybe. I mean, it would, but I mean, also Guard needs to understand what his, that he was wrong in how he treated Verdita. I'm not sure what we're going to be picking up with, because we stopped the whole crap with Child. It's cool that was weird. It's cool that Kent's his nephew Khaled's taking on the mantle as well as the others. That's really cool. But I don't know if we're going with trying to help Superboy. If we're going to contact McGann, what we're going to do with that, or we're going to immediately even deal with stuff with Mary and whatever's going on there, and hopefully we can pull her back to step away from that again. Because obviously, she needed to step away from that for a reason. Now she's being manipulated, and she has an issue, an issue. She has a different kind of addiction, addiction to this power. She's power hungry in a way, or she feels the tug to power. She's attracted to it, and she was. I mean, I said it before, it felt like definitely was pointing to they were going to definitely do more with that, and they did, and even to the point where kind of turned her away. She turned away from the team for who knows how long that's going to last. So I have no idea which route we're going with. We could tackle all of them at once. They kind of go back and forth between story elements in this. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how they tackle all that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna jump into the next one, probably the last one for today. If you want to stick around for that, go into the subscribe button. I hope you're enjoying these episodes, and I hope you're still okay with the fact that assuming me. So I mean, for the remainder of this, so hope you stick around.